we'll wait a second or two and then say, let's start. Good afternoon, John. How are you today?
I'm okay, Stephen. How about you?
I can't say on it live on air. We won't tell you what's happened in the last 10 minutes, but just say everything. And John appeared on a previous show. That was a classic moment. We were doing the show, and I knew it would happen. John appeared in the staging area. Well, he was up for actually appearing on screen, so joined us on screen. This is Inspired by Invideo, John and I's weekly show. We're probably around about show 38 now. We can check that afterwards. But in this show, we're going to be talking about why we are inspired by Invideo. And every show features an instructional video by John called John's Instructional Video. John, what is the topic this week?
Oh, it's answering questions that have been put up in the group again. It's about a whole variety of different things, really. Resizing your video when you add a second video. Creating some lookalike, bits and pieces. So perhaps the best thing to do is just press the button and go.
Right, we're going to go solo. And we're going to turn John's microphone off. So that's John's microphone off. We're going to play the video.
It's great here in England. And today I'm going to answer some more questions from within the group and people within the group. Enjoy. Hi, the first question this week is how do I resize a video when it's added as the second video and it appears to be small? A number of people have been trying to use the fit to size, but in fact it's much more simpler than doing that. So let's remove the unnecessary bits, and I'm going to make my scene 12 seconds long, and then I can put two 6-second videos together. Okay, so I've got a 12-second scene. So let's go to videos and let's search for animals, something different. It's usually cars with me. Okay, and here we've got an elephant. Let's drop him on, and I'm going to use 6 seconds of him. And the important thing to watch is the out time. Okay, on the thing underneath. I've done 6.02 seconds. That'll do fine anyway for what we're looking for. So let's say done. And there, and I notice it's not quite there at the edge, so we'll realign in there. Okay, and what I'm going to do then is I'm going to add the jaguar. Now this is where people have been getting a bit confused. I'm going to add it as a layer because I don't want to replace it. I want to have it as well as the existing video. And again, I'm going to cut this down to somewhere about like that. Done. I get a little warning about playing multiple videos together. And now people have been going here and video resizing options and doing things like fit with transparent or fit with blur. But in fact, all you need to do is drag the handles in the corner. Okay, so now I've got two videos. If I pop to the advanced timeline, you can see I've got video 1 and video 2. And if I want them to play after each other, I simply drag the second one to start when the first one finishes. So if I play scene now, I'm going to have 6 seconds of the elephant. And then I'm going to have roughly 6 seconds. I think I said jaguar, but it looks more like a leopard. It's got spots. Anyway, that's how you resize when adding a second video, and also how you use the advanced timeline to make them play one after the other. Hope you found that useful. Hi, here I'm going to recreate some lower thirds that Darren asked me to see if I could recreate. So here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the logo, and then I'm going to drag the running children on to here, and I'm going to cut that to 5 seconds to fit. Done. Okay, so we've got our video here and got a background. Oh, and my logo's still there. Let's delete the logo. Okay, so what Darren had was a box down here with some words underlined. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the build your scene into the large piece of text. Okay, and the large piece of text read in times like this. Times like this. Missed an S out, so let's just go and put back the S on. Now it's actually in a particular style, and I'm going to first of all I'm going to stop the font resize, and I'm going to change it to the size 123. Okay, and then I'm going to find the font. Sorry, I need to be looking in the font list, and the font is this one, the lookalike of Helvetica. So got in times like this, 123 and bold. So I'm going to make that a line, and I'm particularly fixing the box because I'm going to move that down here. And then there's a second line of text, so I'm going to add a new text area. So I'm going to click on text, and I'm going to add a subheading because I don't want this to be as big, and I'm going to leave that as smoothly regular, but I'm going to turn it, change its size. So I'm going to lock it so it doesn't change on the fly, and I'm going to turn that to 63. Okay, and then I'm actually going to change the text to say it's important we stay connected. Okay, and we want that on a single line, so we'll just stretch it to fit out onto a single line. I'll raise it up so that we don't have it too big, and we're going to put that there. And that's the first 2 sets of words, and then we're going to do is going to put a block on. Now these are roughly in the right place, but not exactly in the right place. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to shapes. Okay, and I'm going to go to solid, and I'm going to click on this to add me a block. Okay, and I'm going to want my block to be a bit bigger than in times like this, and a bit taller as well. Okay, now I know that the colour of that block is a particular nasty noise in the background, please ignore it. A particular colour, and that colour is in fact B45F53, and I knew it was the colour because I used an eyedropper tool to find me the colour. So that's the right colour, and that's element 1. What I want to do now though is I want to make it a bit see-through, so I'm going to bring it down to there, and you can see that you can see through that. Okay, and what I'm going to do next is bring the last element in, and the last element is, if we go back to shapes, is a line. Whoop, delete that one. I wanted this one. And we're going to put a line at the bottom, but we're going to make it a lot thinner. let's move it away from the center so I can thin it a bit more. And we're also going to go over and change the color to white. Okay, so those are my elements. What I've got to do now is put them all together. Okay, so I've got all my elements, but I've noticed that this is not the right size, because it should be approximately the same width as in the in times like this. So I'm going to go and check the style, and auto resizing is locked, so let's change it to 63, which is what it should have been. Okay, and now you can see it's roughly the same size. Yep. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. The first thing is that in times like this, and don't forget you can do gentle movements using your cursor keys, is there, and it should be halfway through the in times like this. It's a bit bigger than it needs to be, so I'm going to just move that there, and then I'm going to move it up a little bit more so that it bisects it there, and we want that in front. So all we need to do is go to the layers and move that to be in front of element 1. Okay, and then in times like this we stay connected. Again, I want to make this a little narrower, but that should be central to the words above. So again, we go to layers, we need to drag that above element 1 and it will show through. And then the last thing is the line, and that wants to be a little bit more to the left, so it starts in line with the in. Okay, so now we've got what we want, but it's sort of flat and boring. So we're actually going to go and animate all the different elements. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to layers, and I'm going to get element 1, and I'm going to just, for the sake of making life easy, call that brown block. Okay, and at the same time I'm going to nip up to element 2, and I'm going to call that white line. Okay, it's really useful having this ability to name things, because as they get more and more and more in your layers, it gets more and more confusing. So I'll change this to say children. Okay, so we've got the elements, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to edit and check whether there's any animation on this, and there's none, and I want it to be like that. I don't want it to come in and go out or whatever. Okay, so the first thing that needs animating, if we go to our layers, is brown block. So we select brown block, we go to edit, and I'm going to put some animation on that, and what I'm going to do is have that slide in from the left. So here we are, slide from left. You get a mini example with the mountain and the sun moving, and I'm going to just leave that alone at 1 second, because I want that to be the first object that arrives. Okay, what I'm going to do then next is go to layers, and I'm going to look at in times like this. So click on in times like this, click on edit, let's go to animation. Now I've got word and zoom in here. I'm going to change that to character, and I'm going to change that from zoom in to fade from the left. Did I miss fade? No, there, fade from the left. So fade from left, there. And I'm going to extend that to 1.3 seconds. Okay, so I've animated this, I've animated the box. So next I'm going to do it. It's important we stay connected. So I'm going to go back to layers. It's important we stay connected. I'm going to edit. I'm going to go to animation. And again, I'm going to go character. And I've already got fade from left, but I want to extend that to 1.3 seconds. Okay, so now I've animated those three. And the last thing to do is to animate the line. You can again, white line here, or you could click on it there. So let's go to edit, let's go animation. It's got none at the moment, so we're going to change that to slide in from the left. And again, I'm going to make that 1.3 seconds. So I've done my blocks, I've done my things, my words and animations, so let's play the scene. Whoa, in times like this, didn't come in the right place. So let's pop to the advanced timeline and see if we can spot why. Sorry, I was in the advanced timeline, I'm going balmy. And look, there's the reason it's not set to the front. And similarly, it's important that I actually want them all to come in at the same time. So I'm correcting that issue here. So if we run it again, and you can see it's all happened there, and they stay on the screen to the end. Hope you found that useful. And I just noticed one error here. That needs to slide to the end. And if we run it just again, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll export it and show you the final version so that everything stays on at the end. The last topic for today is uploading your own music, and I'm going to show you two different ways of doing that. I'm going to upload a 5 minutes and 55 second file. Let's just pull this in so everybody can see it. I'm going to this disk drive. Let's just pull it down a bit. There's a lot of files on here. And I'm going to go to royalty-free music, and I'm looking for Canon in D major. Okay, if I hover over it, you can see it's 11.3 meg and it's 5 minutes and 55 seconds long. And the upload is there, flying away. Now it's optimizing. Take a little while. Now it's complete, and as you can see from the capture, it's 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Just in case he's using the My Collection upload in the music area, I'm going to upload the same file again. And it's Canon in D major. Open, and again you can see this is uploading, optimizing. So very shortly it should be available in My Collection in music. Okay, and you can see. So that's successfully uploaded in My Music as well. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope you found that useful. Look forward to seeing you soon. There's ages yet.
And we're back. Microphone's on. Hopefully. Good.
There's still about half a minute to go.
That's it. Well, no.
Yeah.
Video.
Not finished.
Oh, just a minute. let's,
in my collection.
oh,
Never mind.
it didn't, you wouldn't
With kites.
completed.
Well,
Check the replay, but I think you'll find that
Look forward to seeing you soon.
it did actually complete. Okay,
the kite from the last scene. Never mind.
hang on a minute. Let's hide it. Show on the screen. Put it full screen.
Don't bother. It's finished. Everybody who wants to look at it can see the end themselves.
I thought it had gone right to the end. On my copy, it had gone right to the end. Check it out on the replay, because I think it did go right to the end.
Yeah. There's two different videos showing you how to upload the music 2 ways. And then there's me saying that's all, folks, with the kites. But let's not worry. People can have a look and see what they want.
Well, it means there's an extra reason to actually watch the... I've got a hello from Barry.
Hi there, Barry.
Kelly is saying... hi, John. When I saw the lion, I thought you were playing Windows 98 again.
I'm still trying to work out where the lion was, but...
that's my way of leading into the fact that Windows 98 was released 22 years ago today. Seems like yesterday, John.
I'm afraid I want to go back to Windows 95 days and Windows 1.1, which came before that. But
yeah, I know. Now, that wasn't the only video, because that was, I mean, that's the instructional video, but that wasn't the only video you made last week, was it?
No. Your dear other half announced that she was willing to be county councillor for an area where you live. So as a bit of fun, I created her a little video. I will own up to the fact that it's from someone else's template.
Okay, let's bring the video up on screen, and Angelica, and go full screen. And the thing was that you did this, whereas it took Angelica and other Lib Dems totally by surprise. And we'll talk about what happened next in a minute.
It doesn't last very long at all.
But the impact that it had goes far beyond Angelica's being totally blown away by it, in that other Liberal Democrats saw it and said, "Hello, John. I see you do videos."
And I've been asked if I can do 19 in total when the elections come round next year, which I'm more than happy to help with.
Brilliant. And hang on, no, that's the wrong way. That's what I want to do. I mean, basically, there are 650 Liberal Democrat towns that are actually vying to get control of councils, and this is a county council, but potentially, John, potentially.
You never know. It was a bit of fun because, as well in knowing Stephen, I know Angelica fairly well. On Friday afternoons, you can learn German with her every other Friday. I believe you'll be on tomorrow, won't you, Stephen?
Tomorrow. Yeah. But it took Angelica totally by surprise, and she was tickled pink with it. And thank you. And Angelica's actually teaching at the moment. Otherwise, I'd bring her in the room and she could say thank you in person. It made such a difference. I mean, she worked the interview for becoming a county councillor candidate started in February. So it's been 4 months to get to this stage, and there have been hurdles along the way. No doubt there'll be hurdles to come. But come the county council elections next May, then Team Angelica will go into action, and we'll see if we can get Angelica on the county council.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the other thing that I did last week was this. I'm going to bring this in stream. and hopefully I can go like that. That's not it. I knew that. I'm going to show this in stream too. All right. Okay. Okay, because this one is the one I want. Okay. What I did with the promotional videos, because we're doing 5 days live this week, which is a show every day at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK. And basically, we needed some introductions. The graphic is by Brigitte Limbanda. The music, though, is not from Invideo, although the video is. I think the music gives the video an extra dimension because it's not music that's coming from Invideo itself. It's been imported. It's a licensed track, and I can show you quite quickly where I ended up in my search for licensed music. So I'm going to take that off screen. No, I'm not. I'm going to take that off screen and come back to here, and then I'm going to share my screen and bring up on screen this website. And this is the website where I got the music from. This is Jamendo, and it is royalty-free music. It's a monthly subscription. That's Jamendo, and I'm going to put the link in. And for a monthly subscription, you can have the rights to actually play the music in a project, no matter how long. And when you leave Jamendo, any tracks that you've downloaded still have the licensing included. Now, they do limit you to downloading 50 tracks a day, which is not unreasonable, but it means you can build up within a month or two a catalogue of backing tracks for your Invideo videos, which are fully licensed. And I'm the guinea pig. I'm trying it out at the moment, and I think it is the way to go. Though we do have news. Do you have more news of?
I believe that they're moving forward on the music, but there's no official announcement at this moment in time. Funny enough, I have another one that you can have a look at, which is artlist.io. Okay, and that artlist.io.
Yeah. Do you want a screen share?
Well, just put it in on yours, save us messing around.
Yeah, it's making me work.
Well, you know, had a hard week, haven't you? Might as well make it even harder.
A scale of being frazzled, I'm probably around about 9 at the moment. So let's take out that. Let's go over here and remove that, and screen share again. Right. Let's actually remove it and screen share again, and come over to the website that John just mentioned, and we can, by magic of BeLive, bring that into the stream and show it full screen. There you are.
Yeah, and this is similar. This is off the top of my head, it's $16 or $17 a month. But it's not just rock; it's all sorts of stuff.
And you get a license forever.
It's all licensed music, yeah.
Yeah, there you are. So 2 places to actually find music, and I'll copy the URL of the second one, and I shall paste it into the studio, into the comments, and we can all go and have a look at that afterwards. Very good. I think we've got to the stage now that what we're trying to do is to improve the qualities.
And I've got another place you might want to have a look at. You know how we have the Mashable offer on God, I'm using it and my brain doesn't want to work. V-split, X-split, Y-split, X-split.
X-split VCAM.
Yeah. There's another Mashable offer for JumpStory, which is $89 for life.
Yeah.
Sorry, $99 for life, but you can get 15 off at the moment if you type Dad's Day in it, because they're still running their coupon for last weekend when it was Father's Day. And JumpStory is for videos, photos, a whole load of stuff, and it's all royalty managed.
Good news.
But what I really like about it is it has what it calls text match. So you can put a sentence in. So maybe you're using a sentence on a page and you want a picture or a video or something to go with it. And you put the sentence in and it will go away and show you what it thinks is suitable to match that sentence.
Right. Okay.
And it looks at everything, vectors, the lot, all in one go. So at the moment, there's about 2 million pictures, 500,000 videos, about 500,000 vector images. They're planning to up that to 1 million videos and 3 million pictures by the end of the year. But they're also introducing sound into it in 3 months' time. They have a published roadmap. So I felt that for what it cost me, which was $85, which is $99 less 10%, 10%, 15%. Yeah. It was a very good investment. And I've actually used it 4 times since I bought it on Sunday.
There you go. You're getting value from it.
That I've got value coming out of it already.
Yeah, and that's what I found with Jamendo as well. As soon as I got it, I was able to make use of it. Certainly in this week of 5 days live. Final 5 days live is tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK, and it is getting to the next level with myself, Brigitte, Lottie, and the inimitable Marco Novo. So that's going to be a great broadcast. Looking forward to that. I'm going to get some kip between now and then, which is English. I think I need it. Tomorrow is day 5. It's always a week that stretches you when you do your ordinary shows, and 5 on top. And John appeared in 5 days live for the first time today when he appeared at the end of the show. Good fun. Right.
I think hopefully a bit of value to you guys out there and in video land. And
Indeed.
Stephen needs to recover a bit now, because that's how many hours broadcasting today?
3 hours broadcasting today.
Yeah.
Plus I was helping out Irish rugby as well, so it's been a long day. But there was a bacon butty for lunch, so how's that?
Bacon butty for lunch. I don't know. And now I guess we better say goodbye, haven't we, Stephen? Because you look like you could do with a pint, and you can't have one.
I might just do that. Okay, so from Wiltshire in England or from Staines in Middlesex, bye for now.
Bye. See you soon.